Sponsored by Brilliant. How do you know Apple is really truly serious about services? No, not music, not video, not gaming, not even health, though I think that'll be huge one day. No, it's financial services. There are very few better ways to make money than money. And Apple's hoping the same great health coaching approach it took with fitness on the Apple Watch could help you, and yeah, them, with budgeting in the wallet. I'm Rene Ritchie, and this is Vector.
Sorry for the noise. I am still outside the Steve Jobs Theater. It's right after the event, but I wanted to get this to you as fast as possible. Apple is positioning Apple Card as a credit card by a company that doesn't just want to get you hooked to the interest needle and drain you, not dry, but to the very edge of dryness for a long, draining life. To that end, it's partnering not with any long-established, long-horrible bank, but with a new bank that admittedly has a pretty horrible history all its own, but it's kind of like Cingular was when the iPhone first launched, just desperate enough to let Apple do pretty much whatever Apple wants to do. And here's 5 things you need to know about it. To start with, Apple Card feels very next generation, in almost opposition to every credit card to payment play in the past. Apple Card feels virtual first. It lives in Apple Wallet. You sign up in Apple Wallet. You get approved potentially rapidly in Apple Wallet. And the card, you guessed it, is in Apple Wallet, tied to Apple Pay. You can use it everywhere you can use Apple Pay, including internationally. And if this sounds like an inflection point, I think that's because it is. A lot of these new Apple services leverage established Apple services. Oprah's book club is going to host authors at Apple retail stores and then broadcast them through the Apple TV app. That's very only Apple. And so is Apple Card. You can get real-time help anytime through iMessage Business Chat, which is just a phenomenally good experience. WeChat is like the iconic example of services integration, but Apple Card is literally bridging worlds here, and in a way that I think will make a lot of sense to a lot of people who haven't quite yet crossed that digital divide. Okay, one more bit of good news first. Apple isn't charging any fees, no annual, late, international, or over-the-limit fees. And that's good, that's great. But, and it's a huge but, it's still a credit card, and that means the interest is still real and the business model is still just awful. Apple's doing some good stuff to mitigate it. They're keeping the interest rates low. They're suggesting ways to pay that off faster, including bi-weekly and weekly payments. They're showing you how much interest you'll be paying if you choose different payment options. They're even offering payment plan options to help you get debt-free faster. But the entire credit card system is still absolutely and unabashedly evil. If Apple has to get in bed with it, I'd much rather see something like American Express, the classic version, where you can't carry a balance and so there are no usurious interest rates and no debt-built businesses, which frankly should be illegal anyway. Apple is also using all the coaching skills they've developed for fitness on Apple Watch and with Health app and are applying them to the financial services world. So Apple Card shows you what you're spending your money on with color-coded categories, automatically parsed and totaled out for you, like food and drinks, shopping and entertainment. God, I hope not Apple Watch bands. And it can provide you with weekly and monthly totals so you can see what you're spending your money on and when. Which, to be honest, like with screen time, I'm not really sure I want to know. I mean, I totally do. But if ignorance is bliss, I'm in for one hell of a financial reckoning, which, of course, my accountant will love, but I am absolutely going to hate. Apple isn't doing any obscure, purposely abstracted point system where, like, 973 tokens equals $1 and no human understands ever. Instead, they have my favorite kind of reward system, cashback, or what Apple is calling daily cash. You get 3% back on direct Apple transactions, which is like online and retail, 2% back on other online transactions made with Apple Pay's system, and 1% back IRL, which I'll get to in a sec. All of that is put on your Apple Cash card, and you can see all the details all the time and use it just like you would cash through the Apple Pay system. I love this part so much, but not as much as I love that IRL part. For that, Apple is making an actual physical card, but not just any physical card, and certainly not plastic. Apple is making the Apple Card out of titanium, laser-etched titanium with your name on it. Yeah, seriously, yeah. And that's it. No number, no CCV, no expiry date, nothing to leak your data to any shoulder surfers or cashier delinquents. Just a gorgeous piece of metal that looks so cool, I bet it generates 90% of signups the moment it becomes available this summer. Hot damn, hot damn, hot damn. And yeah, that's 3 hot damns. What's more, Apple's privacy-first policy is extending all the way through Apple Card as well. That includes not sharing your information with Goldman Sachs. It'll even generate a unique number stored in the secure element on Apple's chipsets. Plus, online, you have to Face ID or Touch ID to use it, like any Apple Pay transaction.
If you're not just interested in an Apple credit card, but the way Apple is making its credit card apps and services, and you want to work on just exactly that kind of stuff one day, check out Brilliant. Every day, Brilliant publishes several daily problems that provide a quick and fascinating look into math, logic, science, engineering, and yeah, computer science. Whether you're stuck in a commute or just want to learn something new every day, Brilliant's daily problems are a fun, bite-sized way to master new concepts by applying them. Each problem comes with illustrations, animations, interactive visualizations, and all the context you need to solve the problem for yourself. If you want to actively learn new, fascinating concepts each day and get 20% off the annual subscription to unlock all the problems in the archives, just be one of the first 200 to head on over to brilliant.org/vector and finish your day a little smarter every day. Thanks, Brilliant, and thanks to all of you for supporting the show. Apple and credit cards. A lot of people are surprised by this because traditionally, credit cards haven't been exactly consumer friendly. In fact, they've actually been hostile, usurious. Can Apple change that, or will Apple inevitably be changed by it? I'm going to be live in Cupertino all day for the event and for the next couple of days as well to find out everything I can possibly find out for you. You can check out the other videos I'm spitting out up over there, but what I really want you to do is this. Hit like, hit subscribe, hell, hit share if the mood strikes you. It really helps out the channel. And then drop every comment, every question, every concern, every hope, every dream you have below so I know what you want me to cover next and in more in depth. And thank you so much for watching.